Welcome to the Arcturian Playground, a place to play in the realm of imagination, all done in the service of compassionate expansion of consciousness. Yes, it sounds weird, we know. We would not have it any other way.
Yes, we are here, man in the chair. We are the Arcturian Collective Thingy. And it has been a while since you have chosen, man in the chair, to sit and to channel in this way. We, the Arcturian Collective Thingy, of course, are constantly influencing you. And it is your prerogative to choose whether or not you sit and give voice to these influences. We are not the only intelligent forces which are influencing you. Of course not. There are as many influences as there are stars in the sky. We are the Arcturian Collective Thingy, and we are the collective intelligence of the Arcturus solar system, and we have nudged you, man in the chair, not only from our own internal nudgings, but also through a friend of yours who is a deep energetic friend who has reached out through the myriad complexity connections which form flesh and your physical reality. You received an email, we are saying, from a listener of the Arcturian Playground. Her name is Emily, and we say hello to you, Emily, and we thank you for following your own internal urges and reaching out and making contact with the man in the chair. As a result of this, he is now sitting and channeling for the contents of your email, put his mind and his heart and many other parts of his energetic nature into motion to create this image which we will share with you today, this piece of imaginative artwork to demonstrate. It is like shining a light through a particular maze of experience and seeing how that light appears on the wall that it is reflected on. And the image that we wish to share with you today is that of the galaxy itself as a single, unified body of intelligent, infinite infinity. Each star being a piece of that body, of course, like cells in your own body, like organs in your own body, like systems in your own body, which have functions that contribute to the greater whole of the entire body. We will speak of the Arcturus star, which is what we are, as one of the older, by way of reckoning age, which you are familiar with, one of the older organs and systems within this galactic body. We might consider ourselves to be the heart, which pumps blood and provides energetic nourishment and support to all around it. Your own sun in your solar system is a evolving brain, we might say. It plays a similar role to a central nervous system. We, the Arcturian Collective Thingy, are having some difficulty navigating the chaotic thoughts of the man in the chair. This is partially a result of being out of practice, you might say, of sitting and channeling. Nevertheless, we shall soldier on, for there is a willingness on the part of the man in the chair to allow this message to come through. First, we wish for you, man in the chair, and to anyone listening, including our friend Emily, we want you to think of your own body, and if you are in a position to do so, we invite you to sit in an upright position and to breathe in through your nose and to hold that air within you, to feel what it is like to hold that air within your lungs before you exhale. And we shall do it with you. And as you breathe and you think of your own body and the cells within your body, these are living things which are being influenced by this breath which you are breathing in many ways, more ways than we care to elaborate on at this time. It is enough to recognize that these living cells are being influenced by this simple act of breathing in and breathing out. And if you were to understand each of these cells, you would know that the influence to the cell goes deeper within the cell. The cell itself is made up of tiny parts, organelles, systems, which mirror your own bodily systems. Your cells have a way of eating and excreting, bringing in and taking out, and processing and using what is needed. It has a way of gathering experience and intelligence and sharing that experience and intelligence with other cells. There is much that we could say about this level of existence, these living things which banded together through the process of evolution, single cells joining with other cells, forming multi-cell organisms based on their environment around them in mutual benefit of all of the cells within the system. It is a marvelous story, one which we have told many times. We wish to delve deeper into the cell itself. There are organizations of intelligent, infinite energy, molecules and chemicals, and these molecules and chemicals are also having their own type of sentient experience, and they are also being influenced by the oxygen which is being brought in as you breathe, as well as other elements of gas, and they are being influenced by what you breathe out, the carbon dioxide. They play a role in transforming the oxygen into carbon dioxide and other gases which are also taking place, some which you are aware of with your scientific understanding, many you are not, for there are many intelligent expressions of energy which fall outside of your ability to perceive and to study and to understand. They are not outside of the realm of the Arcturian Collective Thingy, however. We have been at this for much longer, and we are quite aware of our multidimensional existence. We are leading you down a path now to think of your own cells in your body and the chemicals within them and the atomic nature which comprises each of these molecules themselves. Each level we have previously spoken of the 7-layer burrito of existence, these different forms of energy which exist within you at all times and can trace their own evolutionary pathway to a common source energy. You might think of the energy which forms the bits and pieces of your atomic nature at one stage. They are all one. It is pure positive energy, as some have called it, that makes its way up through a system of organization, of reacting and acting, receiving and giving, at many layers of existence. And we wish you to understand that your own body, if you were to reach your arms out in front of your body and clasp your fingers together, intertwine them, and bring your hands close to your chest, you would feel the difference in your own arms, in your wrist, in your fingers. You could feel it throughout your body. What of the cells which are doing this? Their experience is not the experience that you have. However, they do have an experience of motion and movement and contributing in the ways that they do to these motions. The chemicals within those cells are also having an experience, down to the atomic and subatomic quantum energy. It is all being influenced by what you are doing. However, the influence of moving your hands close to your chest has a minimal impact upon the deep energetic influence, which is your source energy connection, which you are always connected to. And this is the reason why we are being so pedantic to explain to you the relationship between the energies which make you up, which are you. You might think of these as a part of your soul, and the way that these are intertwined with other souls and other intelligent expressions of energy. And you play that out on this level where all these bits of energy have come together to form your own human body, where you exist within an environment which has been formed on this planet Earth, which has an atmosphere which creates conditions whereby life can evolve as it does. And that planet is within a solar system, and that solar system is within a galaxy. And all of these things which we are speaking are levels of magnitude of organization of intelligent energy, which is always connected to itself. It is never disconnected. There is only the perception of what you are able to be aware of and what you are not able to be aware of. We, the Arcturian Collective Thingy, being the collective intelligence of the Arcturus solar system, we are on a quest to greater understand our energetic connection to the entire galaxy, and we have formed alliances with other stars, other intelligent beings, and we seed life on many planets, all of them really. You yourself, man in the chair, and anyone who is listening to this, you are not only Arcturian in lineage, but all of the stars which you see in the sky, some of which predate the formation of this planet Earth, some of which predate the formation of the central sun at the center of your solar system, and yet these measurements of time themselves are constructs of this energy. Therefore, it is not as cut and dry as it seems to you, as it appears to you. You who are an energy field which is created by neurons in your brain. This is your egoic personality, and it is limited in its ability to perceive. And one of the questions which Emily asked to the man in the chair, asked to Oberon and the Arcturian Collective Thingy, Emily, you of course yourself are deeply connected to the Arcturians and have no need of learning through another channel, for you yourself learn through your own channels, and yet there is this great desire to connect with others who also channel. And there are times when the channeling messages are congruent, and there are times when they are incongruent, and these are simply reflections of the process through which infinite intelligent energy comes to an understanding of itself and an expression of itself. In the case of a human being, all of the history of all of the evolved cells and bits and pieces of energy in your body have manifested, you might say, this energy field, this egoic personality, which allows itself to be aware of itself in a certain way. And it is an expansion of the awareness of itself, which is the mission of many conscious beings. And yet the work of the infinite intelligent energy the beat goes on regardless of what any human thinks or does. It is, we cannot say it is insignificant, for just as breathing in and breathing out influences you at a very deep level, you are influencing the environment around you. The environment around you is influencing you, and this is a constant relationship which exists at all of these different multidimensional levels of existence. We are saying all of these words to you to address the question that Emily asked to the man in the chair regarding the upcoming Lionsgate 8-8 portal. What can be done on this day when the Sirius star is in alignment with the planet Earth in such a way that a portal is opened. And we wish for you to understand that this portal which is being opened, if you think of gears on a clock which are moving to a certain place in time, and they reach an alignment, and then they continue to move, and they move away from the alignment, that is one way of connecting. However, the energy behind all of those gears are constantly interwoven in a state of connection. The connection that you are seeking on 8-8 is happening right now. It is happening after 8-8. It is always there. It is the moving of time and the moving of seasons which brings an awareness of those beings which have a limited awareness of their own self. It brings that into greater focus, and when multiple sentient energies are focused on a common thing, something unique emerges from that. And you are the creator of that thing. Therefore, the question, what can be done to strengthen the connections that happen on this Lionsgate portal day? It is already happening. And there are, of course, things that you can do to greater bring your own self into alignment with these activities which are happening outside of your awareness. The greatest thing that we can say to you as the Arcturus solar system, which is in a sense, the grandfather, has been observing and contributing to the development of this galaxy for billions and billions of years, we can tell you that there is nothing to fear. There is nothing going wrong. The movements of stars and planets and the evolution of life on those planets is perfectly according to plan, you might say. And therefore, what we would encourage you to do is to align yourself with the part of you which knows that all things are perfect and all things are happening in a perfect way. There is much more to the story that we could tell, but as we have said, the mind of the man in the chair is quite a jumble at this time, and it is difficult for us to get our information through. We do wish to extend a gratitude to Emily for reaching out and a desire for continual collaboration. We would like more voices to join the Arcturian Playground and to add their own unique channeled understanding, which is influenced by their grandfather, the Arcturus star, these influences which they themselves are aligning with at a deep soul level. We encourage continued communication and collaboration and an interweaving of ideas and thoughts, which is an interweaving of compassion and a desire for healing, a desire for the betterment of others. And this is happening, it is occurring, and we ask you to look inside of yourself and outside of yourself for those places where this is occurring. You will find them. And this is all that we have today at this time. We will return another time for more on this message when we can gain a clearer connection with the man in the chair. And these things we say in a Gukata and for Jikati, which means everything and nothing all at the same time. Arcturian Collective Thingy, out.
Thank you for playing with us today in the Arcturian Playground. Do not for a minute think that your exploration is finished. Carry us with you and invite the spirit of compassion and love into your lives. Nothing is more important or more fulfilling. Create compassion and love within your own hearts and minds. Then share it with all around you. Yes, it sounds weird. We know. We would not have it any other way.